celebration. I am Nigel Fezziwig, and this is my wife, Chloe. And as unfortunate as it is that our celebration has come to an end for this evening, I do invite all of you to stay to hear a tale of wonder and horror, understanding and vexation, but mostly of hope and redemption.
And as a little warning, if you've never seen A Christmas Carol, it is a ghost story. It is an English tradition that ghost stories are told during the holiday season. It does include ghosts, spirits, and other spooky things.
Ooh.
And not to spoil it, but it does have a happy ending.
Yes, and there is not intermission, and the story will take about an hour and a half to tell. And as a reminder, even though we have had plenty of food and drink at our gathering this evening, at this point there is no food or drink allowed in the playhouse.
Except for my sweet little treats, of course. And as a reminder, no smoking in here or anywhere in the vicinity of here.
Yes, indeed, and please refrain from photography or filming.
Whatever that is, of course.
It's an invention from the future, but partaking in this future technology is a distraction to the storytellers and those around you. So please, be in the moment and listen to the story. A video recording of the performance will be available.
Whatever that is.
Please create an environment that's enjoyable for everyone. Remove any crying children to the lobby area and refrain from conversation or use of any of your future electronic devices. Please turn off your future electronic devices. Do not put on vibrate or merely silence, as the electronic equipment can interfere with our audio systems.
Oh no, Nigel! The future sounds terrible!
Oh, it is. It is, my love. It is. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated.
And with the help of Centennial Area Education Foundation,
We present to you the story of Marley's Ghost.
And Scrooge signed it. I am Marley, and I am as dead as a doornail. Scrooge knew I was dead. Of course you did. How could it be otherwise? Scrooge was my sole executor, my sole administrator, my sole assign, my sole residuary legatee, my sole friend and sole mourner, and even Scrooge was not so dreadfully cut up by the sad event of my death. This must be distinctly understood, or nothing wonderful can come of the story I am going to relate. Scrooge never painted out my name. There it stood, years afterward, above the warehouse door. Scrooge and Marley. The firm was known as Scrooge and Marley. Sometimes people new to the business called Scrooge, and sometimes Marley. But she answered to both names. It was all the same to her. She was a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, Scrooge. Squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous old sinner. The cold within her froze her old features, nipped her pointed nose, shriveled her cheek, stiffened her gait, made her eyes red and her thin lips blue as she spoke out shrewdly in her grating voice. Cratchit! But the question is why? What tragedy, half-instance, moment, formed her into this ugly shape of humanity? That is the question, and the discovery of which could be her redemption. For now, as she is in this moment, she carried her own low temperature always about with her. She iced her office in the dog days, and in thought 1 degree at Christmas. External heat and cold had little influence on Scrooge. No warmth could warm, no wintry weather could chill her. No wind that blew was bitterer than she, no falling snow more intent on its purpose, no falling snow less open to entreaty. Foul weather didn't know where to have her. The heaviest rain and snow and hail and sleet could boast of the advantage over her in only one respect. They often came down handsomely, and Scrooge never did. No one ever stopped her in the street to say, "My dear Scrooge, how are you? When will you come to see me?" Even the blind men's dogs appeared to know her, and when they saw her coming on, would tug their owners into doorways. Once upon a time, on all the good days of the year, on Christmas Eve, old Scrooge sat busy in her counting house. It was cold, bleak, biting weather. She could hear the people in the court outside go wheezing up and down, beating their hands upon their breasts and stamping their feet on pavement stones to warm them. The city clocks had just gone 3, but it was quite dark already. It had not been light all day.
Yes, Miss Scrooge, ma'am?
Keep it down over there.
Keep it down, ma'am?
I can hear some sort of chattering coming from your vicinity.
I believe that's my teeth, ma'am.
Well, then make it stop.
Yes, ma'am. So awfully sorry, ma'am.
Not a moment of peace. I need silence. I must start all over again.
This is her nephew Fred and his wife Lily. For Scrooge, they represent all that torture her.
A Merry Christmas, Auntie. God save you.
Bah humbug.
Christmas, a humbug, Auntie. You don't mean that, I'm sure.
Oh, I do. Merry Christmas? Out upon Merry Christmas? What right have you to be merry? What reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
Come then, what right have you to be dismal? What reason have you to be morose? You're rich enough.
Bah humbug.
Don't be so cross, Auntie.
Oh, what else can I be when I live in such a world as fools as this? Merry Christmas, out upon Merry Christmas? What's Christmas time for you but a time for paying bills without any money? A time for finding yourself a year older, yet not an hour richer. A time for balancing your books. If I could work my will, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips shall be boiled in his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart.
Auntie.
Nephew, you keep Christmas in your own way. Let me keep it in mind.
Keep it. But you don't keep it.
Oh, let me leave it alone then. Much good will it do to you. Much good has it ever done to you.
There are many things from which I might have derived good, by which I have not profited, I dare say. Christmas among the rest. But I am sure I have always thought of Christmas time when it has come round, apart from the veneration due to its sacred name and origin, as a good time. A kind, forgiving, charitable, pleasant time. The only time I know of in the long calendar of the year where men and women seem by one consent to open their shut-up hearts freely, and to think of other people as if they really were fellow passengers to the grave, and not another race of creatures bound on other journeys. And therefore, Auntie, though it has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe that it has done me good, and will do me good. And I say, God bless it.
Cratchit! If I hear another sound out of you, you'll keep Christmas by losing your situation. You're quite a powerful speaker, sir. I wonder why you don't go into Parliament.
Don't be so angry, Auntie. Come, dine with us tomorrow. But why? Why?
Why did you get married?
Because you fell in love.
Because you fell in love. Good afternoon.
But, Auntie, you never came to see me before I was married. Why give it as a reason for not coming now?
Good afternoon.
I want nothing from you. I ask nothing of you. Why cannot we be friends?
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry with all of my heart to find you so resolute. We've never had any quarrel to which I've been a party. What is it about me that vexes you?
I said good afternoon.
A Merry Christmas, Auntie. And a Happy New Year!
Bob, Papa, good afternoon.
Merry Christmas, Bob.
Merry Christmas, Fred.
You aren't yet putting more coal into the fire, are you, Mr. Cratchit?
No, I'm merely replenishing the bucket.
Good. I'm very glad to hear it.
Have I the pleasure of addressing Miss Scrooge or Miss Marley?
Marley has been dead these 7 years. Died 7 years ago. Why, this very night.
We have no doubt the liberality is well represented by your surviving partner.
You are a liar! You are a liar!
At this festive season of the year, Miss Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we should make some slight provision for the poor and destitute who suffer greatly at this present time.
Many thousands are in want of common necessaries. Hundreds of thousands are in want of common comforts, ma'am.
Are there no prisons?
Plenty of prisons.
And the union workhouses, are they still in full operation?
They are. Still, I wish I could say they were not.
So I assume the treadmill and the poor law are in full vigor then?
Both are very busy, ma'am.
Oh, good. I was afraid from what you said at first that something had stopped them in their useful course. I'm very glad to hear it.
Few of us are endeavoring to raise funds to buy the poor some meat and drink and means of work. We choose this time because the time when all others among us keenly felt in abundance rejoice. What shall I put you down for?
Nothing.
You wish to be anonymous?
I wish to be left alone. Since you asked me what I wish, that is my answer. I do not marry myself at Christmas, and I don't have time to make idle people marry. I help support the establishments I've mentioned, and they cost enough. Those who are badly off must go there.
Many can't go there, and many would rather die.
Oh, well, if they'd rather die, they'd better go on and do it! Decrease the surplus population. It's enough for a woman to understand her own business and not get meddled with others. Mine occupies me constantly. Good afternoon. I suppose you'll want all day tomorrow.
If quite convenient, ma'am.
It's not convenient, and it's not fair. If I were to stop half a crown for it, you'd think yourself ill-used. And yet you don't think me ill-used when I pay a full day's wages for no work.
But ma'am, it's only once a year.
Oh, a poor excuse for picking a woman's pockets every 25th of December. I suppose you must have the whole day. Be here all the earlier the next morning.
I will, ma'am. I promise, ma'am. Oh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
ma'am. The usual? Here you go, ma'am. That'll be 4 pence.
It tastes like 3 pence to me.
Forgive me, ma'am, but
Well, it's 3 pence, or I shall never return. Something is better than nothing. What did you say?
Merry Christmas, ma'am.
Bah, humbug.
Her usual melancholy dinner in her usual melancholy tavern. She lives in chambers which had once belonged to me. They are a gloomy suite of dorms, dreary, and nobody lives in it other than Scrooge, the other rooms being all let out as offices. Now it is a fact that there's nothing at all particular about the knocker on the door until tonight. It is also a fact that Scrooge had not bestowed one thought upon me since her last mention of her 7 years dead partner in the afternoon. But it is now that she will think of me. She will think of me from this point forward every moment until her grave. It is time for her reckoning. It is time for her to face what she is, why she is, and what she has become. If she can change now, she will not suffer the same fate as myself, and I possibly also might be released from this interminable limbo and these tormentors. And having spent the rest of the evening with her banker's books, she goes, per usual, home to bed. believe in me?
I don't.
What evidence would you have of my reality beyond that of your senses?
I don't know.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because a little thing affects them. A slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheat. You could be a bit of undigested beef. A blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese. There's more gravy than grave about you. Humbug, I tell you, humbug! What do you want from me?
Do you believe in me or not?
I do, I must. But why do spirits walk along the earth, and why do they come to me?
It is required of every person that the spirit within them should walk abroad among his fellowmen and travel far and wide. And if that spirit goes not forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death. It is doomed to wander through the world. Oh, woe is me. And witness what it cannot share, but could have shared on earth, and turn to happiness.
You are fed. Tell me why.
I wear the chains I forged in life. I made it link by link and yard by yard. I girded it on of my own free will, and of my own free will I wore it. Is its pattern strange to you? Or would you know of the weight and the length of the strong coil you bear yourself? It was as full and as heavy and as long as this, 7 Christmas Eves ago. You have labored on it since. It is a ponderous chain.
Tell me more. Speak comfort to me, Marley.
I have none to give. I cannot rest. I cannot stay. I cannot linger anywhere. My spirit never walked beyond our counting house. Mark me, in life my spirit never roved beyond the limits of our money-changing hole, and weary journeys lie before me.
You were always good at business, Marley.
Business? Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, forbearance, and benevolence were all my businesses. At this time of year, I suffer most. Why did I walk through crowds of fellow beings with my eyes turned down? Hear me, my time is nearly gone.
I will, but don't be hard upon me.
How is it that I appear before you in a shape you can see? I may not tell. I have sat invisible beside you many and many a day. I am here tonight to warn you that you have yet a hope and a chance of escaping my fate, and by doing so, and setting this right, I might possibly also escape this eternity.
You were always a good friend to me, Marley.
Friend! You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is this the hope and chance you mentioned, Marley?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect the first tomorrow, when the bell tolls 1.
Couldn't I have a moment once and have it over with?
Expect the second on the next night at the same hour. Expect the third on the next night when the last stroke of 12 has ceased to vibrate. For your own sake, you remember what has passed between us. See them and hear them. There are many who chose the same path as we, and now this is their eternity. But you have been given the gift of fair warning, and by my gift, both our circumstance have a hope of a differing path.
remembered I could walk it blindfolded. Strange to have forgotten it for so many years. Let us go on. You lead me. The school is not quite deserted. A solitary child neglected by her friends is left there still. I wish. What's the matter? Nothing. There's just a girl singing Christmas carols outside my door earlier. Should have wished to give her something, that's all.
Oh, dear sister. I've come to take you home. To take you home. Home, Fanny? Yes. Home for good and all. Home forever and ever. Father is so much kinder than he used to be that home's like heaven. He spoke so gently to me one dear night when I was going to bed. I was not afraid to ask him once more if he might come home. And he said that yes, you should, and sent me and the coach to bring you. And you're to be a lady and are never to come back here. But first we're to be together all the Christmas long and the merriest time in the world. Oh, Fan, Fan. Creature with such a large heart. So she had. What's the matter? Nothing. She died, a woman, had, as I think, children. One child. True, your nephew, Fred. Yes. She died in childbirth. Oh, Fanny. Why? You saved me. And then you left me. You gave me the only happiness I have ever felt, and then it was gone. I should revel in the sight of your son's face. He should be a joyous reminder of you. But when I see him, he just brings me so much pain. I sometimes feel I might hate him. Oh, Fanny. Fanny, I am so sorry.
Thank you.
my boys. No more work tonight. Christmas Eve, Christmas. Hilly-ho. Clear away, my lads. Let's have lots of room in here. Hilly-ho.
Good old Fezziwig, a man amongst men.
A prince amongst princes. A king amongst kings. I tell you, if it weren't for Fezzi and his wife, Chloe, I wouldn't be standing here for today. Their thoughtfulness and generosity saved me and my family.
Aye, if it were not for Fezzi and Chloe, what would any of us be but poor wretches toiling about for scraps and a halfpenny? My goal is to be as great as man as he.
Hey, pray! Raise your glass to the good fortune and the company and generosity of Fezziwig and Chloe.
3 cheers for Fezzi and Chloe.
Huzzah! 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 Such a small matter making silly folks so full of pride.
Small.
Why the not? He has spent but a few pounds of your mortal money. 3 or 4 pounds. Is that enough that he deserves this praise?
Well, it isn't that, Spirit. He has the power to render us happy or unhappy. To make our troubles a pleasure or toil, light or burdensome. To say that his power lies in words and looks, things so insignificant, it's impossible to add and count them up. What then? The happiness he grants us is just as random as if it cost a fortune.
What's the matter?
Nothing in particular.
Something, I think.
I had to say a few words to my clerk just now. That's
My
all.
time goes short, quick!
Constant and loyal, and if it can comfort you in time to come as I would have tried to do, then I have no just cause to grieve.
What idol has disgraced you?
A golden one.
This is the even-handed dealing of the world. There is nothing it professes to condemn
too much. All of your hopes have merged into the hope of being beyond the chance of its sordid reproach. I've watched all of your aspirations fall off, one by one, until the master passion, gain, engrosses you. Have I not?
What then? Even if I have grown so much wiser, what then? I am not changed towards you.
Our contract is an old one. It was made when we were both poor, and content to be so. And so in good season, we can improve our worldly fortune through patient industry. You are changed. It was made when you were another woman.
I was a girl.
Your own feeling tells you that you are not what you are. I am. That which promised happiness when we were one in heart is fraught with misery now that we are two. How often, how keenly I have thought of this, I shall not say. It is enough that I have thought of it, and can release you.
Have I ever sought release?
No. Never in words.
In what then?
In a changed nature. In an altered spirit. In a whole other atmosphere of life. In everything that made my love of any worth or value in your sight. Tell me, if this had never been between us, would you still try to win me and seek me out now? Would you?
You think not?
I would gladly think otherwise if I could. Heaven knows, when I have learned a truth like this, I know how strong and irresistible it must be. But if you were free today, tomorrow, yesterday, can even I believe that you would choose a poor man? You, who in your very confidence with him, weigh everything by gain. If for a moment you are false enough to your one guiding principle to do so, do I not know that your rubber tints of regret would surely follow? I do. And I release you. With a full heart for the love of the woman you once were. The memory of what is past half makes me hope you will have pain in this. A very, very brief time. You will write off the recollection of it gladly, as an unprofitable dream from which it happened well that you awoke. May you be happy with the life you have chosen.
Spirit, remove me from this place. What, Shadowmore? No, conduct me home. Why do you delight to torture me? Show me no more, Spirit. Show me no more. No, Spirit, no more. Show me no more.
Miss Scrooge.
Miss Scrooge it was. I was passing by her office window, and as it was not shut up and there was a candle lit inside, I could scarcely help but seeing her. Her partner lies upon the point of death, I hear. And there she sat alone. Quite alone in the world, I do believe.
She made her choices.
me from this place. I told you these were shadows of things that have been, that they are what they are. Don't blame me, spirit! Remove me! I cannot bear this! Take me home! Take me! Leave me! Haunt me no longer!
Doings on themselves, not us.
Aye.
Where's your father? And your brother, Tiny Tim? And Martha's late as well.
Here's Martha, Mother.
Hurrah! There's such a goose, Martha. Come on!
Now. Let Martha settle in.
How late you are.
We had a great deal of work to finish up last night and to clear away this morning.
Never mind so long as you're here. Sit down before the fire, my dear.
There's Father coming! You should hide!
And how did little Tim behave?
As good as gold. And better. Somehow he gets so thoughtful, sitting by himself so much, and thinks the strangest things you ever heard. He told me, coming home, that he hopes that the children that people saw in the church, and then it might be pleasant for them to remember upon Christmas Day, who made lame beggars walk and blind men see. Children, a Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us.
God bless us. God bless us, everyone. Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant seat in the poor chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
No, kind spirit, say he will be spared.
If these shadows remain unaltered by the future. But what of it? If he be like to die, he'd better do it, and decrease the surplus population. Will you decide what men shall live, what men shall die? It may be that in the sight of heaven, you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child.
To Miss Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
The founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had her here. I'd give her a piece of my mind to feast upon, and I hope she'd have a good appetite for it.
My dear, Christmas Day, the children.
It could only be upon Christmas Day on which one drinks to the health of such an odious, stingy, hard, unfeeling woman as Miss Scrooge. You know she is, Robert. Nobody knows it better than you do.
My dear, the children.
I'll drink her health for your sake and the day's, not for hers. A long life to her, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. She'll be very merry and very happy, I have no doubt.
She said that Christmas was a humbug as I lived. She believed it too.
Oh, we're shame for her, Fred.
She's comical, that's the truth. Not as pleasant as she might be. However, her offenses carry their own punishment, and I have nothing to say against her.
Yes, well, I'm sure she's very rich, Fred. At least you always tell me so.
Oh, what of that, my dear? Her wealth is of no use to her. She doesn't do any good with it. She doesn't make herself more comfortable with it. She hasn't the satisfaction of thinking that she might ever benefit us with it.
Yes, well, I have no patience with her.
Oh, I feel sorry for her. I couldn't be angry with her if I tried. For who suffers by her ailments? Herself, always. She has it in her head that she dislikes us and won't come and dine with us. What's the consequence? She isn't losing much of a dinner.
Indeed, I think she loses a very good dinner.
Well, I'm very glad to hear that. What do you say, Topper?
A bastard's a wretched outcast who has no right to express an opinion on the subject.
Well, do go on, Fred. Never finishes what he gets to say. Such a ridiculous fellow.
I was only going to say that the consequence of her taking a dislike to us and not making merry with us is, as I think, because she blames me for my mother's death.
How so?
I never knew her. She died in childhood. But for Auntie, my mother was everything. Her only joy and hope. And it is well known that on the day of my mother's death, the day of my birth, it is the day that she became what we know her to be today. She was once like us, and even close to marriage.
I give Scrooge a chance.
I must indeed be a most foul wretch then! However, despite I'm no near to that old woman. Whatever she is, she wouldn't take it from me, but may she have it anyway. Auntie Scrooge. To Scrooge.
We must go.
No, Spirit. Let me stay. Let me be a part of this in some way.
We cannot.
One half, our Spirit, only one.
We cannot!
You are growing older, Spirit. Our Spirit's life so short.
As I told you before, my life upon this globe is very brief. It ends tonight.
Tonight?
Yes, tonight at midnight. Hark, the time is drawing near.
Forgive me for saying so, Spirit, but there seems to be something protruding from your skirts. Is it a foot? Maybe a claw?
It might be a claw, for the flesh there is upon it. Look down here.
My goodness, Spirit, are they yours?
They are humanity's, and they cling to me, appealing from their fathers. This girl is ignorance, and this girl is want. Beware them both in all their degree. But most of all, beware this girl. For on her brow I see the written which is doom unless the writing be erased.
Have they no refuge, no resource?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
She hasn't left it to me. That's all I know.
anybody to go to it. Suppose we should make up a party and volunteer?
Well, I wouldn't mind going if lunch is provided, but I must beat that if I make one.
Well, I am most disinterested among you. After all, I don't wear black gloves and I don't eat lunch. But I'll offer to go if anybody else will. When I come to think of it, now that I was sure that I wasn't your most particular friend, you stopped speaking when we met. Who, Spirit? Who is this woman they speak so ill of?
I suppose we should give thanks before we partake in the sins.
Every person has a right to take care of themselves.
She always did. True indeed. No woman more so.
Why then don't stand staring as if you was a afraid woman? Who's the wiser?
Very well. Who's at loss for few things such as these? Certainly not a dead woman, I suppose. No, indeed. If she won them after she was dead, oh, wicked old Scrooge. Why wasn't she natural in her lifetime? If she had been, she'd have someone to look after her while she was struck with death, gasping, relaxed out there, alone, all by herself.
It's the truest word that ever was spoke. It's a judgment on her.
I wish it was a little heavier judgment, and it should have been. You may depend upon it. Open the bundles, old woman, and let us know the value of it. Speak out plain. We all know pretty well what we were getting ourselves into before we met at her house and came here. I believe it's no sin. Open the bundles, woman.
I wouldn't give another sixpence if I was to be boiled for not doing it. Give too much. This is mine, and that's the way I rule it myself. Her blankets?
Whose else's do you think? She's unlikely to take cold without it. I dare say.
Hope she didn't die of anything catching, eh?
Don't you be afraid of that. I am so fond of her company that I loiter about her for such things. And this shirt? You won't find a hole in it nor a threadbare place. It was the best she had, and a fine one too. They'd have wasted it if it wasn't for me.
What do you call a wasting of it?
Putting in her to be buried, to be sure. Yeah, somebody was fool enough to do it, but I took it off again. She frightened everyone away from her while she was alive, to profit off us while she was dead.
Spirit. This woman that they speak so ill of, the one who has died, could be me. My life certainly tends that way now, yes? Spirit, show me some emotion connected to the death of this woman, I beseech you.
Is it good news or bad, William?
Bad.
She will not forgive our debts. We are ruined.
No, Caroline.
Well, if she does not relent, then we are.
She is past relenting. She is dead.
Then that half-drunken woman, whom I told you last night, who said to me when I attempted to see her and obtain a week's delay, what I thought was a mere excuse to avoid me, turns out to have been quite true. She was not only very ill then, but dying. To whom our debts be transferred?
I don't know, but until such time, we shall be ready with the money. And even though we were not, it would be bad fortune indeed to find so merciless a creditor and her successor. We may sleep tonight with light hearts, Caroline.
Spirit, I beseech you. Show me some tenderness connected to the death of this woman.
Your father should be home soon.
He has walked much slower than he used these last few evenings, Mother.
I have known him to walk with Tiny Tim upon his back, very fast indeed.
And so have I, often.
And so have I. But he was very light to carry, and your father loved him, so it was no trouble. There is your father at the door.
Don't be grieved, Father.
You went today, then, Robert?
Yes, my dear. I wish you could have gone. It would have done you good to see how green a place it is, but you see it often. I promised if I'd walk there on a Sunday. My little child. My little child.
Tiny Tim. This is his future. This cannot be changed. Spirit, I fear our parting moment is at hand. I know, but I know not how. Show me. Show me what I am to be in days to come. Before I draw near to the stone at which you point me, answer me this. Are these the shadows of the things that will be or the things that may be only? Man's courses foreshadow certain ends, to which, preserved in, the world will take course. But if the courses be departed from, the ends may change. Say it is thus with which you show me. something I will think. Oh, you there, my dear. Come. Hello there, hello.
Miss Scrooge?
Ah, yes, that is my name, though I fear it may not be a pleasure for you to hear. So, let me offer you.
Lord bless me, my dear Miss Scrooge, are you serious?
Oh, yes, and not a farthing less. And there are a great many back payments included with that, I assure you.
My dear, I don't know what to say to such ridiculous.
No, don't say anything. Please, just come and see me. Will you come and see me?
I will.
Oh, yes, thank you. 50 times. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. My dearest nephew, I'm afraid I must apologize to you, but I don't know how to make my apology grand enough to warrant your acceptance.
Apologize for what?
I blame you. I was mad at the world, everyone, everything. I hated it.
I know.
I'm sorry. I am so very sorry. But I can now see what reservations my mind took in order to protect myself, but in turn hurt so many others.
I do understand your pain, Honest. It's why I never gave up on you. Lose your most cherished things in life. It can destroy a world.
Yes, but in return, destroy others. I was drowning and you were my tether. You saved me. I suppose everybody needs to be someone's tether.
In such a world, no one would drown.
Merry Christmas. What do you mean coming here at this time of day?
I'm very sorry, ma'am. I am behind my time.
You are? Yes, I think you are. Step this way, if you please.
It's only once a year, ma'am. It shall not be repeated. I was making rather merry yesterday, ma'am.
I'll tell you what, my friend. I'm not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer. And therefore, I'm about to raise your salary!
Okay. A Merry Christmas, Bob, and a Merry Christmas. And I've given you a many a years.
I'm going to raise your salary and help assist your struggling family. We'll discuss your affairs this very afternoon. Buy another scuttle of coal and start up the fires before you dot another I, Bob Cratchit. Good.
Miss Scrooge, are you all right, ma'am?
Yes. Yes, my dear boy. I've just suddenly become very aware of time.